because of finding him, I have reversed, I don't know if reversed is the right word, but I've had multiple chronic and autoimmune conditions confirmed through blood work and testing. And now when I get that blood work done, it doesn't show up. So I think the proper term is maybe remission. I learned about Dr. McDougall in 2015 when I had multiple allergy tests done and showed I was allergic to most foods, but I could eat potatoes. And so I just Googled, can you live on potatoes? And guess who I found? I found Dr. McDougall and Chef AJ. And they really gave me a direction on how to improve my health. I struggled though, for many, many years. I struggled to actually do what was best for my body and have self-control and I guess the willpower to do what I knew I needed to do. I had all the information, but I wasn't implementing it until I reached out. Chef AJ does a live, and Dr. McDougall was going to be on, and we could submit our questions. And I submitted my question to Chef AJ, and
guys, when they're really long, I'm going to have to kind of shorten them, but
you know me, I'm not good at keeping anything short. If I'm going to say something in a message, it's going to be long.
Says, I'm 33 years old and have been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, antiphospholipid antibody syndrome, eosinophilic esophagitis, asthma, food environmental allergies, bursitis, rheumatoid arthritis, hypermobility, high cholesterol, migraines, low functioning gallbladder, and fatigue. And she hasn't seen a rheumatologist since before the pandemic, but she wants to know if you believe all the problems could stem from one main cause, maybe leaky gut. Is there a specific test for leaky gut? And what test would you recommend? And what specialist would you recommend she work with? I think she'd be perfect for taking the McDougall program.
She'd get the kind of help she needs from us. Dr. Lim is very well oriented, taking care of people with autoimmune diseases. In fact, I have to say, just like me, he finds people with autoimmune diseases the most interesting patients because they're so hopeless, they're so sick, and they get so well so fast. It's the whole diet. You need to be eating a starch-based diet with fruits and vegetables. And as a next step, you need to eliminate the wheat, barley, and rye. As a next step, you need to try the most severe approach short of water fasting that I know of, which is the elimination diet. But you're going to figure it out. It's rare that somebody doesn't figure it out. And it's all in your hands. It costs nothing. There are no side effects. There's no reason not to do it. There's every reason for you to do it. You're on a list of drugs that, it's scary. And what do you do? Well, what you do is this. And you say, all right, look, I'm changing my diet. I know you don't think it's going to work, but I do. So it doesn't make any difference. I'm going to do it anyways. And if I get better, will you reduce the medications? You can do this. It's not that difficult. All you have to do is start asking what you deserve, which is proper care.
The way he responded to my question made me feel for the first time that I was worthy of putting, I do not know how to say this. I had certain things happen in my life. I let other people's actions dictate the way I felt about myself. And these particular things led me to feel like I wasn't worth anything. I wasn't important. And so when you have that mindset, you struggle to take care of yourself and put yourself first. So that was a big issue of mine. And the way Dr. McDougall answered my question, he made me feel like I needed to do it for me and I was worthy of it. He really set me on the path to finding it within myself to keep fighting. I knew I wanted to do it for my kids, but at the end of the day, I would make choices that I knew was harming my body. And when I say that, I mean things like I would eat the things that I was allergic to, knowing that I wasn't going to feel well and I wasn't going to be able to heal and do my best if I continued that way. I just didn't have the mindset. It was not strong enough to overcome those actions. And he really set me on the path to kind of finding myself again. And I went through his program I had studied him for so long and looked into it that I knew how the diet worked. I knew that many people were getting better following it. I knew all of that. I just didn't know how to implement it because I didn't care about myself enough. And he really helped me learn to love myself and take actions to work on that part of my life. So much so that I became a certified yoga instructor just for the aspect of working with people and doing those deep talks and getting to the bottom of certain things. But I owe him a lot. As well as the whole McDougall team. My support specialist, Stacy, played a huge role in getting me through many challenges as well. Such an inspiration. And him passing is a huge wake-up call to just keep sharing your message and getting it out there. And by sharing my message, I'm helping spread his message. He also encouraged me to get like a primary care provider to help me with all my stuff. And with that suggestion, that's just what I did. And I've been working with my primary care provider for several years now. And that really made a huge difference. And I'm kind of rambling. This is so unexpected. I'm gonna miss him.